Philadelphia woke up different today. Something shifted in the air. Something massive. The kind of moment that doesn't just change a game. It changes everything. The Eagles just made a statement. And the entire NFC is watching. If you bleed green, hit that subscribe button right now. Drop a "Fly Eagles, Fly" in the comments. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind. Let's talk about what just happened. Monday Night Football. Lambeau Field. Freezing cold. Wind cutting through the stadium like a knife. The Philadelphia Eagles walked into Green Bay and did something nobody expected. They shut down one of the most explosive offenses in football. 10-7. Final score. A defensive masterclass. But here's what nobody's talking about. This wasn't just a win. This was a declaration. The Eagles are now 7-2. They're sitting at the top of the NFC. They owned the number 1 seed. And they did it with a defense that looked absolutely terrifying. Jordan Love got pressured 17 times out of 42 dropbacks. 3 sacks. 3 for 12 when under pressure. 21 yards. This defense made one of the league's best quarterbacks look completely lost. And then there's the new guy, Jalen Phillips. His debut as an Eagle was nothing short of spectacular. 8 pressures. 7 hurries. 2 quarterback hits. A forced fumble. A fumble recovery. In his first game wearing midnight green, Phillips looked like he'd been in this system for years. Howie Roseman traded a 3rd-round pick for him. If Phillips walks, the Eagles get a comp pick back. If he stays, they just added a monster to an already dominant pass rush. This is what championship teams do. They get better as the season goes on. They add pieces. They adapt. They evolve. But let me tell you what's really happening here. The pressure on the quarterback. That's the story. That's the weapon. That's what can carry this team all the way to New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Think about it. No blitzes. 6 sacks on Patrick Mahomes. 22 pressures. 14 hurries. 5 quarterback hits. 3 knockdowns. 2 interceptions. 1 forced fumble. That was one of the worst games of Mahomes' career. And the Eagles did that with pure talent. Pure dominance up front. Now they have Phillips in the rotation. Now they have another edge rusher who can wreck game plans. Now they have depth. Now they have options. The defense is elite. Top 5 in the league. And when you can pressure elite quarterbacks like this, you can beat anybody. You can go anywhere. You can win it all. Inside that locker room right now, there's belief. There's confidence. There's something brewing. Nick Sirianni has built a culture where close games don't scare this team. They thrive in those moments. They want the ball when it matters most. They want 4th down. They want 2-minute drills. They want the pressure. Jalen Hurts has ice in his veins. Saquon Barkley is playing at an MVP level. Devonta Smith is making plays when they need him most. The offensive line is protecting. The defense is suffocating opponents. This team knows how to win ugly. They proved it in Green Bay. And sometimes those are the wins that matter most. But here's where things get really interesting. The NFC is wide open, completely up for grabs. And the Eagles are in the driver's seat. Let's break down who's chasing them. Seattle Seahawks, 7-2. Playing scary good football right now. Their defense is top 5. Their offense is clicking. Going to Seattle in the playoffs would be a nightmare. The Eagles haven't won there in forever. That place is a fortress. Detroit Lions, 6-3 after losing to the Packers. Dangerous team. Dan Campbell has them playing physical, aggressive football. Their offense is explosive, but their schedule gets tough. Eagles, Giants, Packers on Thanksgiving. That's a gauntlet. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They lost to the Patriots and dropped to the 4 seed. Minnesota is banged up. San Francisco is too injured. Green Bay is too inconsistent. The path is there. The opportunity is right in front of them. But nothing comes easy in this league. The Eagles have work to do. Detroit on Sunday Night Football. Short week. The Lions get extra rest. Then Dallas on the road. Always tough. Then Chicago on Black Friday. Another short week. Then the Chargers on Monday Night Football. That's a brutal stretch. But if this team can survive that gauntlet, if they can stack wins during the toughest part of their schedule, they'll have home field advantage locked up. And that changes everything. Lincoln Financial Field in January. That's where championships are won. Since 2000, the Eagles are 14-5 in playoff games at home. 4 straight NFC Championship game wins at the Link. Opponents come to South Philly and they crumble. The crowd, the energy, the atmosphere. It's suffocating. This Eagles team at home is different. They feed off that energy. They play faster. They play harder. They play with an edge that road teams can't match. Getting that number 1 seed means everything. First round bye, rest, recovery, fresh legs, and then 1 game away from hosting the NFC Championship. 1 game from going back to the Super Bowl. The division is already over. Dallas is falling apart. Washington is old and injured. The Giants just fired their head coach. This division belongs to Philadelphia. For games up on Dallas. 7-2 versus 3-5. The Cowboys can't keep up. But this isn't about the division anymore. This is about legacy. This is about redemption. This is about finishing what they started. Remember what happened in Tampa. Remember that loss, that heartbreak, that pain. This team remembers. This team is hungry. This team wants revenge. And with a defense playing like this, with a pass rush that can terrorize any quarterback in the league, with a culture that thrives in big moments, the Eagles are built for a championship run. Howie Roseman saw the window. He made the move. He added Phillips. He upgraded the pass rush at the perfect time. That's championship thinking. That's aggressive roster management. That's what separates good teams from great teams. The offense will figure it out. Yes, there were concerns against Green Bay. Too many 3-and-outs. Too conservative. Too predictable. But that was a unique game. Freezing temperatures. High winds. Elite defense on the other side. Sometimes you have to win with defense. Sometimes you have to grind it out. And they did. They found a way. That's what matters. This team is battle-tested. They've played the toughest schedule in football. They've won tough road games. They've won close games. They've won blowouts. They know how to win in every situation. Now it's time to put it all together. Now it's time to make that final push. Now it's time to show the league what Philadelphia football is all about. The NFC should be worried. The Eagles are hitting their stride at the perfect time. The defense is peaking. The pass rush is dominant. The culture is strong. The leadership is there. Everything is aligning. Seattle better watch out. Detroit better be ready. Tampa Bay better not get comfortable. Because the Eagles are coming. And they're not stopping until they're holding that Lombardi trophy. This is Philadelphia. This is Eagles football. This is what we've been waiting for. The team is ready. The city is ready. The fans are ready. Subscribe to this channel right now. Comment fly, Eagles fly. Share this with every Eagles fan you know. Because we're about to witness something special. We're about to watch this team make history. The journey starts now. The NFC better be ready. Because things just got very interesting for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Fly, Eagles fly.